Hey there, and welcome back to Monster Train 2. Managed to peel myself away from Deltarune for a couple episodes here because as much as I am enjoying playing other games, it is Monster Train 2 season, baby, so let's play some games of this. The one thing that's been really on my mind since the most recent Titan kill is I need to find a way to get the run durations shorter. That run was 2 hours long, and as entertaining as that is, and some of it comes from me reading all of the cards out loud so that people can follow along, because there's the expectation that the game is new. I don't expect everyone to have all these cards memorized when I say something like Heavenfall, for instance. It's not obvious to all the viewers what the Heavenfall is, so some of that is going to be the explanations, but also some of that is me just overthinking because there's new mechanics, me analyzing things because there's changes. I really need to get that run duration down. It's not like a problem, right? This isn't a big deal. It's just something I noticed because it gets in the way of me recording more, right? When I have limited recording time because voila, full-time job with NASA or something, it's like, okay, I would love to record 2 episodes in the space where I'm previously only really able to record one. This is especially relevant when I only have like 3 hours to record, right? Because as soon as I'm like, all right, I got 3 hours, let's make as much progress as we can. When I hit a 2 hour episode, it's like, great, I can't start another episode because I won't be done in 1 hour. So let me just do something else instead, right? And that slows down my ability to keep up with as many episodes as I would like to put out. So need to figure out a way to move quicker. This is actually something that I got really good at in Monster Train 1. I could guarantee an episode is going to be between an hour and an hour and a half. So we've got a little bit of effort to get there. A lot of this is my unfamiliarity, words are hard as it turns out, with the game. So anyway, we're probably not going to achieve that goal right now, but fine. Now, I am still going to be playing with stuff I want to try. So there's a lot of third paths on champions I have not seen yet. They didn't show me the Bolete rally path. Everyone keeps showing me screenshots of it. It's very cool looking. It would be great to try at Monster Train, but apparently Shiny Shoe doesn't want me to play that. So a lot of things I want to give a good go at, even in the 2 clans I have at level 10 right now. But we'll do, let's see, I want to play more Grael actually. He's the champion I've played the least now. Yeah. They've also, oh, by the way, there was a balance patch. I don't think it shows up anywhere in game. I did want to bring this up because it's kind of funny. I have complained about Pincushion for ages, and they made him start at 1212. This is actually kind of fun. Maybe I should do a separate video for just the patch review. That might be actually a little bit interesting, but this one I'll call out here. One of the problems with this unit, the main problem I have with this unit, is that at 2 space, 6/6 was abysmal if you couldn't have support for it in the early game. This thing in Ring 1 is just absolute tragedy, right? You can't have a unit that weak. So I'm guessing that this is them responding to that feedback, which I assume is coming from more people than just me. 1212 is barely better than a Spear Steward, right? A Spear Steward is 14-5, so the main advantage here is this guy hits twice, whereas a Spear Steward would hit once into most Relentless bosses. So with that in mind, he's a little better. But this is basically just like, is it enough to survive Ring 1? And I think this helps to a good extent, but also I feel like it's still a little bit slow. If this were me balancing this for like an unofficial balance patch, I think I would start him here. 12-12 is fair, I suppose, but I think I would also make him 4-4, right? Equipped +4/+4. Now you could of course solve this problem a myriad of different ways. You could make it Pincushion, right? Flavor-wise, you equip him, he gets spikes permanently. There's a lot of cool things you can do with this, but I'm not going to prescribe what I think is the best unit design here, since you know what, whatever. Any way you choose to go about it, it's probably fine. What I will say is I just think he's a little slow. Even in an optimal run, what? He might get to like 180, which is good, right? That's great. But you're asking a lot more of runs these days. That might have been an incredible unit for Monster Train 1, but when I have Avowed Gladiators chilling at 500 health and I have 3 of them on a floor thanks to Savagery Seraph, like, I'm going to need like 6 copies of this dude just to even have a hope of getting there. I can't dupe that much without life mothers, etc., etc. You see the problem. So I still think he's a little bit slow. Now, I do think Monster Train devs are using data points. I think they're using metrics similar to what they were in Monster Train 1 for purposes of figuring out how to balance things, what's weak, what's not. So with that in mind, hopefully the metrics will agree with me, because I think that's something that's going to appeal to them better than me yelling into the void will. But still. Anyway, let's play the Grael. I want to play this guy a little more. He looks really cool. Also, I've only tried the, what is it? I don't even know what the paths are called. It was just the equipped path. Really good, it turns out. So, also I think they increased its base hit points. I'm not going to look at it, I don't care that much. But anyway, let's get into it. As always, do like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Channel's doing great, very excited. Let's play Monster Train 2. Hopefully this is a great year for the channel, right? I mean, if Monster Train 2 came out and the channel did really well in response to that, I don't know. Maybe if I actually play Slay the Spire 2 when that comes out, people will also really like the channel for that too. It's a different kind of content, I think, from what you maybe are used to in the design space there. Like, all of the content creators for these games are just a little bit different. So I don't know, maybe there's room for some overlap there. I will play the heck out of Slay the Spire 2 anyway, so maybe it's worth recording those episodes. I don't know. Anyway, I'm clicking the button. Let's do it. Hiya. Alright, hope you're all doing well today. I'm doing just peachy. I was kind of hoping we would roll into one of the new Pyre Hearts, but I actually am just super happy that we get random normal Proto Heart Cage. I'm a big fan of this, so turns out just good stats are good. Today we are facing Dominion Seraph with Pyre Hunter Scion, Archean, words, and Lifesteal Kale. I can't visualize what Lifesteal Kale's waves are like because I haven't fought them that much. I know spikes are curse boys, and I think damage shield is just tanky boys. It's those executioners, I believe. So I'm not really sure offhand what to expect from Lifesteal. This is the one I've seen the least, so I'll have to try and see. We have good opener, potion kit, infectory, and amorous Enoki. Hard to go wrong with amorous Enoki. We have a very poor setup as far as actual rallying goes. We are shown Spore Touch instead of, what is it, Eager Conscript, I think it is? Yes, so it's fine. But I'm okay overall with this start. It's very strong. Getting some equipment in there is great. Infectory is fantastic. Wonderful. Alright, let's click and see what we have. Verdant Cycle. The first time each turn a spell card with Consume is played, draw 1, or Wanderer's Talisman. Floor's setup is this. Wanderer's Talisman is the pick if I end up on a Puffball line, which I'm always thinking about now because I actually think he's a good unit, and I gave him too much flack when I first picked him up. He performed poorly in my first couple runs with him, and I expected better, so I think that was why I was a little harsh on him. I think Puffball's actually a great unit, as it turns out. So I'm going to take the Wanderer's Talisman. At the minimum, I can use this with Shield Stewards right now, so that'll be valuable. I don't think I'm going to be consuming enough for Verdant Cycle to provide the value I want. Let's see. Learning Limb. The attached equipment gains 2 attack permanently, or I can do Living Armory again. Apply +8 attack to friendly units. Well, I have starting equipment, and I know that the erratic assistance, the way that graphs work, 'cause we've seen this from the demo and elsewhere, is it counts as an equipped trigger immediately, right? So that means that you play it on the floor. The problem will be getting it killed fast enough. I want to try this. The other problem with this is that this is a little bit redundant stat-wise with having such a tanky unit, Amorous Enoki. If I take Living Armory, I think we can do a lot with this. I think this is, I'm going to be honest, as much as I want to try the Learning Limb path, I think this is a clear Living Armory start because Enoki is such a durable frontliner. And the other problem is if I'm playing Infectory on this floor, it's going to be difficult to always guarantee that I'm able to play the graft units on the floor. So I think it's gotta be Living Armory here. A little bit of a bummer. I want to try different things, but I also want to win. So here you go. We click trials because we have to, I think. There's very few instances where I feel like I can reasonably skip these. Alright, so now I have sequencing is important. We will play top here, there's no reason not to. Enoki first, then Grael, and then we have 2 solo stewards that are going to be getting loaded up on bottom floor. Now, because of the way Living Armory works, there's no reason not to just play the assistants directly. I will potion kit upstairs, and then we will take... Yeah, I'll take Rage, sure. I'm going to be replacing that, but that's okay. Infectory is a good roll upstairs, great news. I will be, yeah, replacing potion kit, but we're spamming it here. Sure, seems decent. I can and should be killing some of these backlines here. 34. All right, we're going to get a double kill next floor, so let's work on the guy downstairs. We don't want to fill out this floor because we are benefiting from Wanderer's Talisman on this one, so let them get beefy. All right, potion kit coming out again. Great. Rage 8, sure, I like it. We're killing top floor. I don't mind if Fungi dies. It's a bummer, but it also doesn't really matter. I will play out the Infectory just to get rid of it. And 2 is good, actually, right? Because it guarantees we get one guy dying upstairs, which procs the Enoki, so I think we're fine there. Sure. Great. Okay. Now, my goal here is I wish to make sure that he doesn't get the slays. So, to do that, we put... He's going to get 1 slay no matter what. So, if we double assistant downstairs, it doesn't change anything because they pop to the front guys and then 2 hits later. Great. Okay, cool. Let's keep buffing upstairs. I will Spore Touch the boss. And I think this is appropriate to take the Train Steward, get in the tank... Make the Spear Steward tank here, yeah. We're saving Goliath Infusion for Relentless, it's fine. Cool. We should do truckloads of damage here. I actually think we can just play the Vengeful Shard. We are going to win here. I'm pushing 96 with just my Train Steward here, and this is buying a lot of turns. Like, my guy loses all rage. He stands no chance here. Yeah. He gets 2 hits in and then dies. Great work. Okay. Good ring 1. Overworked is... Oh, they changed this. Calcified Ember. Now, is this... This is showing the Calcified Embers on the potion kit, I suppose. Interesting. Okay. Overworked Assistant is a really good unit. It's going to be hard to keep him alive. I think... What I'm going to do is I'm going to take Pseudoscience, because if we end up getting any kind of propagation on this run, which is from everywhere, then rolling Reanimate 1 on propagation or Spike 6 is disgusting. Glow Up is incredible. Yes, we're going to take the Glow Up despite the fact that it has the Calcified Ember here. Would I like to look at Underlegion or Lazarus banner units? I think we have the defense unlocked, so the question is, what banner unit could they show me that slots in here? Like Squad Leader would be pretty good. I would also take a Plague Doctor, so Lazarus League banner is good too. Magic Shop upgrade, I mean, a Holdover goes into Glow Up, Double Stack goes into Pseudoscience. Okay, so we've got some stuff there. Getting some plus stats, though, on Enoki is big, and we can always see the Magic Shop on Ring 3. So let's go left here and look at the Underlegion banner, I mean. Titanite Multi-Strike. Okay, so I'm thinking Puffball is online. Puffball's online. I was thinking Titanite into Enoki and then use Glow Up to pull her forward, but because we hit Puffball, I'm giving him the Titanite. Now, I know what you're thinking. You could overstack him and then hope for the best on Ring 3's whole situation with the cave. Get an overstack on him that way. Would be very cool, but I think we are better served by just... what am I looking for here? Is dualism better? Dualism is good on both of these units is the thing. But large stone is very good on puffball. Endless is also very good on puffball. So without being able to reroll because I don't have enough money, I think we're going to do a plus 20 on Enoki. I can't make her bigger, so she's never a large stone candidate. And I think she needs some base stats here. So does she? I think she does. If I start top floor on Seraph and Seraph hits for 20 damage, she can't be insta-dying. And I could potentially chump block with it, but I don't have Eager Conscript, so it won't be as obvious. She needs some health. Now, we can then do dualism on her, or we could do dualism on Puffball, but our next steel shop is very strong here, because dualism, endless, and large stone are all online. Great. It would be good to have been able to use this multi-strike on someone. Now, this is a worthwhile discussion. Multi-strike on her is not something I would normally put down, but remember, Living Armory is doing most of the scaling here. It's probably really good. Let's just, bizarrely enough, toss her this multi-strike and a plus 20, and we're going to give up the ghost on the dualism, which I think will be okay. I think that's fine. Yes, this is a pretty good setup. We're happy about it. I would love to get Pyrestone housing for her. We are going to, of course, take money. I think trials have quickly become mandatory, in my opinion. Sequencing matters. Enoki must land first, then Grael. Puffball can go chill bottom floor. And you're going to see the Wanderer's Talisman power here, in my opinion. They're just going to start scaling out of control. I think playing this turn out is better than playing the Calcified Ember. Yes. We'll play the Potion Kit. Unstable is strong. I will ping in the back. Now, Unstable is going into mid-floor, and that's totally going to happen. Yeah, great. Clearing most of this floor. Yeah, Wanderer's Talisman's doing great. We get the Infectory upstairs. I tank for my mid-floor Steward. We're looking good. This looks great, if I'm being honest with you. We are in extreme control here. The scaling on Puffball is huge. Like, there's really not much of a concern on this one, so we're actually killing this guy middle. Incredible. I don't want to play Spear Steward here because it hurts the Shield Steward, so that's fine. Great. We're doing well. Puffball wins, right? Yeah, okay. Puffball just straight up wins. I had a feeling Puffball just straight up wins, but it's good to see it, right? It's good to be proven right. Puffball just crushes here. Great news. And we can even just make this even better by playing the backline assistants here, and they just stab the boss to death. Yeah, this is pretty powerful. The Wanderer's Talisman is really good here. I'm very glad I grabbed it. Great. Twisted Assistant is one of the few that I want to take here. This is the one that I would put into Enoki here. So we're going to be looking at... Enoki seems to be an offensive juggernaut for us. Proliferate is going to be a good card pretty much universally. Green Recruit is great, but we're going to have a hard time fitting him on the floor. Yeah, we take Proliferate here, I think, for sure. I'm going to the Magic Shop. There's a lot of things we talked about that would be very good. We now have a Remove Consume target, too, so that's great. See what we hit. Yeah, Remove Consume, great. We have Propagate going mad with power here. 9-lived Nightmare. Who are you? Are you good here? You can fit on the floor. I was not thinking about this unit. This unit is a super tank. This unit is also a spikes tank. Plague Doctor is also really good here, by the way. Plague Doctor is maybe the most obvious pick because we have Living Armory and she slots onto the floor beautifully. So this is wave clear, and if I put Quick on her, then it should really crush, right? quick multi. She doesn't need health because of... Man, this Plague Doctor is really good. As much as I want to do 9 Life Nightmare, I feel like we've got this on lock. So let's take the Plague Doctor here. And that's a huge pickup. I will remove Consume -2 on Proliferate, which is huge. And then if I X5 that, because they show it to me... No, they don't show it to me. Alright, fair. Rare Umbra, Awoken, or Hellhorn draft pick. I'm going to take Umbra because a random trample would be dope. Yeah, okay, Umbra Stone. Incredible. We're just going to take the Trample Stone. Furnace Tap is also here. Wretch, hilarious. Furnace Tap would be pretty good. Yeah, but I'm going to take the Umbra Stone. We have enough multi-strike on the floor right now with Trample to win. This seems very good. There's no 20 and Consume target. I tell you what, I wish there was more stuff that I could put 20 and Consume into. We are going to take Titan Trial, of course. We want to fight the Titans every time, if possible. I didn't really look at what makes him stronger. What does he do on Titan Trial? Well, he gains attack. I was going to say, does he deal like 10 damage? Because that would be spicy. But no, he's fine. So we do Enoki. I'm going to play the Plague Doctor next, just to get some stats there. Then we drop Grael, and then we will play Puffball bottom floor, who continues to benefit from the Talisman. I'm going to solo put a assistant on middle. And then I'm going to... Actually, I want to put a Train Steward here because of Pyre Hunter. So let's instead do Shield Steward and blow up our person. Reasonable. We do not play the Spear Steward. Alright, fine. We take some hits upstairs, but it's actually okay. This guy hits a lot, actually. He's doing 9x2. Crazy. Alright, fair enough. Let's put down Scissor Hands here. I'm going to go ahead and... Unfortunately, I don't have a little buddy upstairs, but I will proliferate up here all the same. We're going to face tank a little bit. I will put the Erratic Assistant downstairs before, and then kill it with Spore Touched. And then upstairs, the Trample is... probably belongs in my front line here, as bizarre as that seems. Great. Our guy is probably going to kill himself from Decay. We finally get Infectory. Great. Spikes is good. We're going to go ahead and scale attack here a bunch. Sure. Seems decent. Yeah, this looks good. We're actually creating a tank. This Shield Steward is staying alive incredibly. Now, this might be the turn whereby I play the Calcified Ember. If I play this guy middle, he actually keeps the Shield Steward alive. There's a lot of stuff I'd love to play here, but we're going to get rid of the Calcified Ember. We're pushing 141 damage on this turn. I feel okay with that. Regen stacking to respectable levels. This guy has Chosen Flagellants, which are spicy, huh? Alright, we're going to continue to play Scissor Hands. I will play the Potion Kit at the end. We're going to go for Rage, of course. I will propagate Troop here because that is a huge value add. We're going to get the Assistant Shot on middle. Our Train Steward is alive incredibly. I will save the Goliath Infusion. Great. I feel like we're in a really good spot. Our Puffball is durable, man. He is holding down the fort. He does lose Relentless, but that will have to be okay. Continue to do as best as we're actually killing the guy on mid-floor. Impressive. Let's load up Spore Touch. Actually, it's worthwhile to just play a Spear Steward here because, yeah, it buys... Oh, he actually chews through it because of multi-strike. That worsens the floor. Oh, well. I think we win on top floor anyway, but I didn't think about that. Fine. We'll play out the Assistant now. None of this matters. I'm going to go ahead and put Rage onto Enoki, bizarrely, because we have a Trample there. And then we proliferate this. Great. 10 regen. I'm just going to keep the Troop person in front. And we're going to get some Rage here, which is great. Cool. We are super winning. which is incredible. I'm going to put that on Enoki because it's fun. Yeah, like, not a problem. Clear it in one. Great. Okay, all right, moving on. What do we have? Minds of Their Own. Deadly variant. Apply decay equal to 5 times sap. No, I don't have sap generation. Combustion Suit is decent. Apply unstable 5 to enemy units. Minds of Their Own is probably the pick here. It's just a really good card. Yeah, we'll grab that. Moral Mistress. Apply decay 8 to enemy units. 15/15, respectable. I think I don't want any of these units. The other thing is that these units can just chill on other floors, but I don't think I want these things, right? I don't think this really adds any value to this run, so we skip them. I do not need space. I do need draw. I can continue to play this with the current Ember. The only thought is I am blocked from a deployable on Infectory, which I think we strongly benefit from. So Arm Shop with dupe on ring 8. I think we could delay any take on Ember for a while and go draw right now. We're fine playing our whole floor is the thing. We get Puffball, we get Plague Doctor, and we get Enoki, and that's 4, and we're good. We probably will need Ember eventually, but I don't think we need it right now. Let's take draw for the time being. It's good to have that. I'm going to go to the Steel Shop. Finally, alignment with some money, which is incredible. We get a Large Stone. Great. Puffball loves this. And a Titanite, which is fun. Probably re-rolling this. El Sanctum. I gotta think about it. I don't have a lot of spells, admittedly, but it is good. It's an Ember solution, kind of. Alternatively, Organ Harvester means Enoki, who has the multi-strike, will be I mean, Organ Harvester has to be it, right? And then we can glow up, yank her forward, and the troop can be protected. And she generates a ton of reanimate just from attacking and existing. And then we propagate it by duping the proliferate. Meat Shield's also, let's just be clear, very good on Puffball, who could use the healing. I think it's Organ Harvester here, and it's not particularly close. Now, as far as what we upgrade Plague Doctor with, I think Quick or Multi are huge here, so we will spin this. Quick, yeah, Quick is good. Quick is great on this unit. Neat, wonderful. I could just take Strength Stone. I think we want to hold out for the possibility of seeing another multi-strike. It hungers. Man, this is what I want. I want to play a run with this Devour ability. Sacrifice Assistant, gain their attack. That just seems cool, right? Anyway, I'm going to go in on Living Armory here because it is the correct play for our line, but I want to try that other path. Okay. Great. Yes, this all seems strong. Yes, alright. Incredible. I don't think I have anything too fancy to do on this one. We're looking for a multi-strike. The question you have to ask yourself is it worth it to buff? I mean, I should hold out for another possible multi-strike. We will have alignment on some steel shops here. Like, this next one is probably the Arms Shop plus Empyrean Well, but eventually we see a steel... Yeah, there's a really good one on Ring 7, although there's also a really good Arms Shop on Ring 7. I don't know. The question remains, like, what am I Ring 8? Arms Magic? Don't even have a steel there? I could just never go to a steel shop again. And then we take the plus 14 here, and you just start at a good number. There's value in this. I think... Do I need a fish for this multi-strike? I don't think I do, right? I don't think I do. We can go Arms Dupe. We dupe Proliferate. Looks great. Then we can go Magic or Trinket, depending on how much money we have. Great. Magic Shop's really good. It has like Alcove and Boons. Then we can go arms shop again. We can start fusing some things together, buy some additional stuff, get money, dupe again. Great. And then we get another dupe on... There's a triple dupe in our path, right? If we go arms, horde here. Or actually 3 arms shops all align with the Empyrean Wells, which is hilarious to me. But we could, of course, do a magic shop if we needed to. I just don't think these steel shop alignments are correct right now. Let's actually just do this upgrade. How many hits is this on a floor? We have trample, 1, 2, 3, 4, plus the fungi is 5, plus puffballs clearing floors. I think this is enough. We're going to just take the attack and move on here. Alright, great. Never look at a steel shop again. I'm not afraid of Heaven Seal here. This is Corin the Judge, so she will yank things downstairs. I actually think that benefits us. So we will continue to play the correct alignment. Let's buff Plague Doctor first, then Grael. Great, Puffball downstairs. Continue to get beefy. Cool. I can actually... I can put 1 down and it doesn't change the outcome of the floor other than saving a little bit of health here, which is good. And then I can play 1 middle and shoot it. Pseudoscience upstairs and we're chilling. Great. Cool. Because he attacks, right? That's the important thing. Alright. Other assistant, I need to get shot somehow, so we'll work it on middle. Great. This is... Scissor hands, potion kit, rage. I'll take the rage because this can be propagated, which I really appreciate. I would like to push this in front, and then we will click the proliferate here. Great. I will shoot my own unit and then play the Vengeful Shard. Great. Alright, cool. Okay, I can get the Collector. Thank you, Spore Touch. Very cool. Let's Scissor Hands upstairs. Play the Infectory. Let's get money. Organ Harvester here is almost certainly the correct option. We'll put another assistant middle. We won't be able to kill them both, but it's fine. We're definitely clearing this heavy, which is the most important thing. Let's see. The thing is, I'm actually just so strong here. Let's, I guess, put a Twisted Assistant down. It hurts the damage in front, but man, I need to do something. So, sure. Lay out something middle, it's fine. Great. Yeah, we're getting slays in front, so we're, like, really good. We're going to do Potion Kit. We use the ability, or Sap 1, Unstable 5. I mean, it's going to be Sap, I guess. And then I think I'm going to twist it back in... Put it in back. I think it's better to put it on Grael here. Then we play the Vengeful Shard and we chill. The fact that Puffball is still alive is actually very impressive. Great, he yanks everything, and this is honestly fine. Here, I'll give him an Infectory, which makes these numbers silly and weird and fun. Continue scaling, put the Pseudoscience in, great. Puffball clears most of everything downstairs, which is honestly just great, right? He dies, and that's fine. We get Proliferate, excellent. Let's spread out some of this goodness. We will Proliferate here. I will hit that Glow Up as well. Good plays, good plays. Let's get some Spore Touched in. Wonderful. Great, this looks strong, right? We have Trample, which, I mean, the thing is the fungi dies, but, like, we just clobber here, right? Complete clobbering otherwise. Because they die and hit that, they get the unstable play, and then Enoki is just slaughtering everything, so I think we're good on most of this. Replicator Ray is a fun little addition to this run. I could make a copy of Amorous Enoki, and that's pretty decent. There's 2 more hits on the floor. Yeah, you know what? Sure, we'll do it. Truffles is really good. Truffles creates equipment and I can protect it with Puffball. Granted, it hurts the Wanderer's Talisman angle, but even if he just dies, I can... Yeah, Truffles. Let's go Truffles. I hate calcified embers. Ah, alright. I can go to the arms shop. I have no need for steel. I don't care if Truffles immediately has no upgrades. Even if I play him just once, he's a free equipment. That's great. Go to the arms shop. We'll look at the shop first. Electricity chamber on summon and reanimate. That's interesting. I think Infectory is going to be just objectively superior because it procs rally, right? This is very important for our run. And we have no other spawn generation, so I think none of this really matters. You know, Reanimation Lab, great, cool. Every time you put down a unit, it gets some health, whatever, fun. Swift Steel Dagger is tempting, right? It's tempting. It's tempting because you could merge it into... Where is it? The Organ Harvester, and then you put it on Enoki, and now she can slay things before enemies attack. Now, the problem is you want Plague Doctor to hit first. So I think the quick is important to not do this. I think this is correct. We'll look at this Horde first, see what we get. Shadow's Sheath is problematic. If Puffball ever kills anything, he stops doing something. I guess we take the Surgeon's Suture here, right? Equipping a friendly unit restores them to full health. Okay, I suppose. We might eventually equip Puffball just to heal him. I could see that happening. It's a decent trade. Alright, we'll take it. Fine. Merge equipment. None of these. I don't think we do the Swift Steel Dagger business. I want the Plague Doctor to attack first. Now, deployable, I think purchasing a deployable is not a bad idea, even if I can't use it right now. We do want deployable Infectory, and I think I'm taking Ember in order to pay for it, unless we get something in this run that answers that. We don't have to decide right now. Let's re-roll. Steward's Quarters is an interesting option, right? It's mostly interesting because I could deployable Steward's Quarters for +1 space, and then if I find Truffles quickly enough, I can put him on the floor, and then Truffles can live, right? Which is pretty cool. Alternatively, Void Armament does just give me an extra hit for Plague Doctor, which is disgusting. I mean, maybe por qué no los dos, right? Why not both? So we'll take Void Armament. I actually am going to take this Steward's Quarters. I'm going to deployable the Steward's Quarters. Is this ever correct? Think about this. This slows the Infectory play, but Infectory's not doing anything until turn 3 anyway, right? So I have a lot of turns to find Truffles. And maybe there's a tutor I can use, like an intrinsic tutor. Maybe I get like scrap for parts or something on this run, and we can tutor out him. Now that's not going to work actually, because we have so many graft units. So tutors are bad. So there's really nothing other than just RNG. We can just randomly roll into Truffles in time. But if it happens, we're really strong. I don't know if this is worth 75 gold levels of really strong. Let's do the merge. No, let's not do this merge. I guess I could give Plague Doctor Organ Harvester benefits, but I don't want a 4-cost Void Binding. Not Void Binding, Void Armament. This is me conflating words from the first game with the second game because I'm just used to playing Monster Train 1. It's tough. I don't actually know what the plan is. I did purchase the Steward's Quarters, so let's actually do this. It buys us some time. I can purge some things. I do think there is value in cutting a Shield Steward here. We're having a hard time playing all this stuff out. Great. The dupe here is, I think, straightforward. There's a world where I made a second Plague Doctor. I am just going to make a proliferate copy here. It's strong. All right, good. I need card draw. I would take lost luggage here. I would take a lot of things that improve card draw. If I can find truffles quickly, we are cracked. That's really the thing. Yeah, we move on. Find truffles. Mind Muddler. That sucks. I'm still going to click it because it turns out I desperately need this. All right. The Steward's Quarters. We do the correct ordering here. It's Enoki, then Plague Doctor, then Grael. We will play Puffball downstairs. Yeah, see, like here we roll Infectory, and I think it is just, we have to click it, right? I think we do Pseudoscience. Good to get the spikes there. Then we do Infectory. Now, we could put, like, an assistant on the floor, which is kind of a weird choice. And yet not terrible. It is weird, but I actually think it's decent. Alright, you know what? Sure. Fair enough. And then we glow up here, and we're happy about that. Puffball's gonna, like, murder everything, so that's great. Okay, potion kit. We will begin the scaling. I do think I need Ember, by the way. I don't think it's particularly close either. Continue to potion kit here. Reanimate 1, great. Love that for me. And then there's no reason to play a Spear Steward. I don't want to farm out this harvest here, so we let it ride. Puffball is doing incredible work. He's basically just soloing most of this stuff. I am going to Spore Touch for the Collector. That is super correct. I will farm out the Assistant on middle. That is very good. I would like to reanimate on front so that I can then propagate said reanimate, which is extremely cool. And that's great. And now we're at a point where I think we actually farm the shield bearers here. Yeah, we do. Alright, Truffles. You get 3 turns, Truffles. If I can keep you alive, Truffles, we're very happy about that. Yo, Shield of Wing? What? Yeah. Alright, great job, bud. And then we propagate upstairs. Oh no, the sap, but I think we're still coming out net positive. Yeah, great. Yeah, because the quick Plague Doctor actually just blasts here. Puffball is essentially indestructible. Incredible. We continue to scale the floor. Tank for Truffles. Truffles, I need you to live. Truffles, I believe in you. Alright, Truffles, let's go. He is alive. I don't know if he's going to stay that way, but he is alive. Nah, Brother's going down. Brother is losing, as it turns out, and that is the way of things. This Organ Harvester is going into Enoki. Great. I do play the Twisted Assistant here. Puffball's just also doing great. I mean, what you do is you put the Twisted Assistant in back downstairs and just slaps Quoto a bazillion times. Goodbye, Truffles. You did your best. Bork. Goodbye, Bork friend. Yeah, I mean, absolutely clobbers this guy's Titanite. Not even close. So that's cool. And yet, I am going to play the Calcified Ember instead of anything else. Alright, it's worth it to get rid of that. Great. We should crush here. Yeah, we even get the Void Armament, which just drops into the Plague Doctor, and then absolutely slam dunks here. Explodes to unstable 400 and whatever. We're doing well. I think we have it. We take 1 damage from the stupid, what's it called? Calcified Ember, but it's fine. Double-Edged Bearer is incredible here. Risky Operation. Reduce friendly unit to 1 health, apply +10, and lifesteal 2. I do not want that on this particular run. I will take Double-Edged Bearer instead. Mushy Room is really good. We will put Mushy Room on mid-floor so that this is especially relevant on the Titans, right? If we get sap on them, we can then propagate that sap as they ascend, so we can disable savagery potentially. It's well worth it. We'll do it. I am taking Ember when I get the chance. Is it Merchant of Trinkets or Magic? Magic is pretty darn good here. I could make Replicator Ray cheaper. I could make Pseudoscience double stacked. Even a Permafrost on Umberstone is doable, and I like the cave. Let's go left, for sure. I like the money here as well. Spell Chain. Yeah, I mean, we can... There's Spell Chain targets. Glow Up is huge. Propagate 4 is big. Yeah. It's essentially the same as double stack on Pseudoscience, so I'm less inclined to do it. But putting it on Glow Up is huge, because you can't double stack Propagate. So let's upgrade that for sure. Remove -2 in Consume. I'm going to be real with you. I'm putting that on Minds of Their Own. Make this more accessible. If I consume it, fine. If I see Remove Consume, also fine. Permafrost on Replicator Ray is pretty good. Yeah, hold on to that. We reroll here. Have a lot of money to work with. Holdover. Holdover on this Glow Up is just Propagate 4 every turn. It's a little expensive. I don't like that. I would prefer the -1 here. I don't know. Holdover's pretty good. I kind of want to cut most of these Spore Touch, don't I? Not going to see any real... It could go double Vortexes, finally. And then I would see a Steel Shop, which would basically just amount to, I don't know, plus 20 health on Truffles. If Truffles can use his ability twice, he's great. Endless on Truffles, by the way, means I could just spam him for his cooldown, which is actually kind of disgusting. So, the -1 is pretty good. I'm leaning towards double stack on Pseudoscience because numbers. And then that lets me put the holdover on Glow Up if I want, or holdover on Pseudoscience, actually, which is maybe even better. -1 on... I think I want to... I can't afford everything. Can't afford it all. I think we're going to go to this cave. If it gives me money, I feel better about this. See what we hit. The Historian has set up his carriage near the rail. Inside our crates glints... Okay, this is Historian for either Historian's Razor, which admittedly is pretty good here, right? Non-boss artifact, so -3, so I get +7 on everyone. It's okay. Or I can remove Surgeon's Suture, which I'm frankly not really using for 2 random artifacts. Let's actually do this. Crown of the Eternal. 20 health. Okay, I'm actually going to sell this. Purified Soul Shard I will take, however. Actually a great trait, right? So, I know what you're thinking. Why'd you sell that? First of all, my man has 20 health. I'm not worried about him. Right? Like, he is going to take damage, and that is going to have to be it, right? Like, if he takes hits, whatever. He gets healed by the regen. I don't care. But this lets me purchase almost everything here. Man, if I'd sold them both. I was hoping that it'd let me get it. I didn't actually do the math on this. It's 145 I need. Oh, well. I was hoping the second part of this would let me buy both the -1 and the holdover, but, you know, fair enough. I think if I'm going to pick only one, I'm going to hold over the Pseudoscience. This is a very good card here. Alright, fair enough. Decent strength. I think the Purified Soul Shard does a lot of work for us. Double-Edged Bearer's free. Where is it? There's other things. Yeah, the Stewards are free to get rid of. Truffles is free. Twisted Assistant is free. It's not huge value, right? This isn't, like, insane, but it is something. So that's good. We move on. Titan Trial. I wish they would have a feature that let me default those Titan Trials to on. I'm always afraid now that I'm going to miss one. Alright, here's the deal. Steward's Quarters. Enoki. Health needs to go into Plague Doctor primarily because it's the most vulnerable here. And then Puffball. And then we get to actually play the Steward middle for free, which is huge. Means he gets to stay on this run, which is great. Infectory, I mean, does just land upstairs. And I think that is going to be... I think we need to click it, right? I think so. It's a bad proliferate right now, actually. I mean, I will click it because it's better than not clicking it, but dang. Should we wait on this? We have another Infectory, don't we? We do. So let's wait on this guy. because I do also kind of want a Void Armament down. Yeah, alright, here we go. Now I will Propagate here. It helps, you know, it offsets that hit. Fine. I will not play the Spear Steward. They're probably not long for this world. Let them get removed. It's fine. That plus 20 health, by the way, is doing huge work already. So, great. Mushy Room lives middle. Yes. I will get assistance shot here. And then I think I am clicking double propagate or glow up on front upstairs. Great. Okay, good. Puffball, you must live. Man, look at this floor. Chosen Bastion? Whoa, man. Alright, fair enough. Our whole floor is collapsing here, but it gets better as soon as I click Scissor Hands, because then the Plague Doctor gets the Slay, which is really important, as it turns out. Yikes, man, yikes. Alright, I will play out the Twisted Assistant middle. Hey, it gets a hit in, that's great. Now, do I put the Trample down? Probably, yes. Yeah. Take the Goliath Infusion here. I will trample on Plague Doctor here because these enemies are hitting for a truckload of damage. Whoa. And I need the trample on the unit that's going to do the most here. This floor, this Chosen Bastion floor, is grotesquely strong in a scary way. Great, right? Terrifying, I think. Truffles makes it in. Let's go, my lad. Truffles is here. Let's see. I can actually save this Train Steward, right? That's actually really valuable. I will... Truffles first. What do we get? Windblade. Great. Sure, buddy. Cool. It's free scaling. Right? Good. Damage shield is huge. Then we click Twisted Back. Great. Vengeful Shard. We are trampling 750 damage through, which is very cool here. I'm going to put this damage shield on Enoki. I don't want her taking this hit. And yeah, it's great. Good. Excellent. Amazing. Look at us go. We are in control of this, I think, right? Yeah, actually. Train Steward is alive. Now we get the Infectory, and we're feeling really good about that. I will be doing Scissor Hands, get the other assistant shot, Pseudoscience. Yeah, we hit Reanimate 2, then we Proliferate. Now it's free. And now it's truly free real estate. Great. Meanwhile, Puffball is essentially indestructible downstairs, which is what you like to see about it. We Pseudoscience in front, spikes 12, great. I will buff here, yes. Double-edged arms is a great finisher for this floor. And then I think this is Organ Harvester on Enoki plus Proliferate, and I mean, we have it now. Great. Goodbye, my Spear Steward, you did your best. It's okay. We win, right? Yeah, not a real concern. Ridiculous, actually. I think this is Replicator Ray turn. I would be normally. Let's click Truffles. Truffles, my hero! He gave me a meat shield. I'm gonna put that on Puffball. Let's go, bud. Let's go, Truffles. I love you. Oh, look at this man. He's so good. Perfect for this run. I click Pseudoscience. Oh, great. We have Reanimate on our troops now. I will... Doesn't matter. We already have Decay on the units, so we just hit that Proliferate, and my guy's having a bad day. I don't feel like taking these Vengeful Shards, or I would have clicked the Replicator Ray here, so... But it's fine. There's no reason to take that damage, and we're easily clobbering this combat. Puffball, let's go. My guy does great. He kills one of the cherubs, which I do think is valuable. Actually, I'm going to Minds of my own here because, yeah, he wins. He wins now, actually. Because it's the vampiric part that's keeping him alive. Unreal. Great. Cool. There was a chance I did. Puffball wins. And amazing. Get it, buddy. Great news. All right, easy mode. Thanks, Puffball. Very cool. There's scrap for parts. I like scrap for parts because I can use it to kill a graft unit, and if it hits truffles, it's cracked. Even though there's no real hope of it, but this is a good card here. We click it. And I will take Ember. We've been struggling to play all the cards in my hand. There's definitely the world where you draw like Pseudoscience and the Glow Up and some other stuff. Let's take it. This also opens up deployable angles for some things, which I like. Do I need to remove cards? It would be nice. A 38 card deck is pretty massive. We're basically just filling this deck with answers, but I would love to remove like Spear Stewards, right? The dupe is tantalizing because make more copies of good card, but Merchant of Steel is essentially just health for truffles, right? Yeah, okay. I mean, I'm gonna go left here because I think there is value in it. The health is huge. Tiny stone, I don't care. I mean, I guess, yeah, let's look at the forge first. Yeah, we're going equipped plus 24 here, and it's for sure the angle. The removals are the real payout here. I get to dumpster both Spear Stewards, which are causing problems, although I could just get them shot. They're pretty free. What if I cut Spore Touched instead? I think I am. This card is getting in my way most of the time. Great. It's also bad on redraws. Titanite. It's already tiny. I'm just going to re-roll. I'm looking for, yeah, here it is. Dualism? Nothing does it on him. No, yeah, we just do, yeah, here, it's Reanimate 1 on Truffles, and it's plus 20 on Truffles. It's all about just keeping Truffles among the living. I could purchase a removal, but I'd like to make sure I save my money for the Trinket Shop coming up, so let's move on. That's reasonably strong. We got the things we wanted on Truffles. Reanimate 2, Spicy. We are fortunately going to be able to, I think, body the amalgams here, thanks largely to, you know, Puffball downstairs, but also we'll play random Train Steward mid-floor, and that's pretty good. We get Steward's Quarters, Enoki first, Plague Doctor, then Grael. This should be quite doable, I think. I do think it is more important to get assistants killed. Fortunately, we have an enemy sweeper that just kind of does the work for us. Great. Here is Pseudoscience. Yeah, cool, that's nice. I'm just going to go ahead and immediately... We will Organ Harvester into Potion Kit. This is correct. Great. And then I play Rage in front. I will Propagate once. We don't get to play the other one. It's fine. Immediately getting payouts for this Hell's Flames. Great. Happy about it. Let's do Assistant middle, Bearer bottom, great. Let's put some stats on middle person, cool, because I can now proliferate this, which helps. I will be clicking Scissor Hands a whole bunch. Proliferate is good. We have a 102/6. We're doing all right number-wise here, but let's respect and put some decay on middle. I'm not going to play the Spear Steward here right now. It's fine. Great. I'm glad I didn't get rid of all the Spore Touch because I want money, it turns out. Now the real question, how badly do I want Truffles? I think we give up the Ghost on this and we put the Erratic Assistant down because it pops another Reanimate stack here. And then we will be doing Scissor Hands, Double-Edged Arms here. It's a tough call who gets this boost. As I don't think we don't need to do it on Grael, right? We might eventually. If I hit the Void Armament, that's going into the Plague Doctor, though. Let's use this for... We boost here. We boost. Umbra Stone. Do I need to hold on to Pseudoscience here? Maybe not. I think the Umbra Stone is better, if I'm being honest with you. Put it in front. Okay, here we go. I'll tank on Spear Steward here, get it shot. Great. All right, we did it. Okay, we managed to kill this guy. I do need to get the Infectory now. Truffles, goodbye, my friend. He didn't make it. Wow, bottom decking everything. This is what you have when you have a 36 card deck, though. But we are doing the important stuff. So I think, if I'm being clear, the most important thing to play out is I need Void Armament down on my Plague Doctor. And I think I need to put Mushy Room in play. Ooh, actually, I think I need to get the Infectory. It's got to be Infectory. Yeah, 100%. Okay, cool. All right, I'm glad I took Ember when I did, honestly. We're immediately finding value for it. There's a lot of turns where this really matters. We look like we're in control, oddly enough. Truffles, my man, get in there. Bork, heck. Glass Cannon is not what I want. But I have to ask myself, do I kill this floor without multi-strike on Grael? I have to think about it. Maybe. I think so, if only because Plague Doctor is going to ascend to... I think so. Yeah, alright. I had to look at that math real quick. We're getting Glass Cannon here, which is pretty fun. I could Replicator Ray him now, which is also really fun. This is a really good Replicator Ray. Is it? It's not bad, right? It's not bad. Replicator Ray on Enoki is also pretty good. There's no reason to scrap for parts here. Does this not have any targets? It might not have any targets. It does have a target. It should tell me, right? It should say one target or something, right? The fact that it doesn't is a problem. That's a F8 for sure. I think, can I get away without taking this Vengeful Shard? And I think the answer is yes, I can. So I will Vengeful Shard into Proliferate here. This is fine. And I think we chill. I'm actually going to scrap for parts here. Yeah, this does draw something, which is fascinating. We'll play it out. Dies, doesn't matter. But the important thing is it's more scaling here, which was part of the goal. So, great. Cool. We are way ahead now. We're now farming heavies. Puffball is Immortal, which is excellent. Play the Vengeful Shard. There's no reason not to. Pseudoscience, great. We get Reanimate on Fungi. Cool. Proliferate is neat. And then I can click Minds of Their Own because that's cool too. It doesn't need to happen right now, but I do like that it does happen right now. Tell you what, this random Shield Steward and Truffles floor is doing excellent. It's straight up protecting me from 10 damage, which is dumb. And yet, right? It's dumb, and yet, cool. None of this matters. I'm going to save the Minds of Their Own. I'm going to replay the Infectory upstairs. Doesn't do anything, but it's fine. Just get rid of it. It's okay. Whatever. Alright, cool. Thank you, Train Steward Floor. You're heroes. I'm going to tell you right now, Wanderer's Talisman is better than it looks. Look at my heroes. Absolute lads. Okay. Absolute lads. We have Reanimate propagating here and here. Let's fish for it on Plague Doctor. You know, Lifesteal, sure, why not? Fair. Let's get some Potion Kit action. Actually, yeah, Potion Kit action for sure. Great. Regen, neat, why not? More numbers. We will hit that Proliferate, I think. Big numbers. 6 Reanimate, 17 Reanimate on Amorous Enoki, which is pretty good in my opinion. We're going to take some damage from this Amalgam, unfortunately. Yeah, not much I can do about it, actually. Unfortunate, but fine. I will Mushy Room middle, I think. I guess the regen really doesn't matter, but here I'll play it. Why not? Alright, fine. We're doing great. We're doing great. We clear the back line. We're going to lose some health to this amalgam, unfortunately. There's not much I can really do about it. Fetch. Let's go, buddy. Incredible work. I get... Wow, I get Valor now, too. Kind of. Kind of, right? Let's play the Vengeful Shards out. I will click Glow Up angle here. There's no reason to click this, I don't think. So let's just instead click the Glow Up for stats, and we let this ride. We should absolutely crush it here. Take another 5, of course. It's going to look bad. Guy's doing 150, doing literally 200 damage. But it's like, you got to remember, we're propagating Reanimate, so there's actually no fear here, right? Also, I'm propagating Sap, which is mildly amusing. So... the guy hits a few times, but doesn't even remotely threaten my floor. This is how strong we are right now. This guy's hitting for 164. He chews through everything, but the important part is that he can't push through Reanimate, so great. Puffer Flesh seems like a fine addition to this run. Although, have you heard about our Lord and Savior Horrify? I thought this card was called Horror at first, but I guess it's Horrify. I must have misread that. Fair enough. Horrify is a really, really, really good card. I also like Puffer Flesh, but Horrify is a very good card. I'm going to take Puffer Flesh simply because I'm not going to a magic shop here. I guess I could. I don't really need the higher health that much. 11 health. I mean, it adds up, I guess. What is this arm shop doing for me? Deployable on Infectory, maybe? Yeah, I know. Deployable Infectory, man. It would be really good. Hurts this Steward's Quarters play, though. And I don't need it right away, especially not on the Titans, right? It's 4 turns until we get an enemy that even dies. So, yeah, fair enough. 4 turns, good grief. Feels like a lot. Feels like a lot, actually. I'm going to take Puffer Flesh, I think, here. I like it in general. Sure. At worst, this is another proc of Living Armory, which is great. Yeah. Mushroom Cloud. Another Mushy Room is correct, I think. You just play both of these on bottom floors and Savagery gets sent to the Abyss. Okay. There's a lot of cards in our deck. It's fine. I think... what if... is there an intrinsic pickup that saves this run in any meaningful way? No. Is there a dupe that helps this run a lot? Maybe. I mean, more proliferate's never wrong. Right? It's never wrong. Money. I mean, I buy a bunch of stuff here. I think we go to the arm shop. The deployable angle helps a lot. Yeah, okay, fair enough. When an equipped unit dies, permanently add +4 to their equipment. This basically just boosts my graft units, which is not that impressive. Room units gain regen 1 on harvest. Yeah, I mean, that adds durability to Puffball, which is great. Friendly units gain armor 14 on reviving with reanimate. I do have that in the run. It's not very consistent. Look at this arm shop first. Unit's attack is equal to its max health. That's going to be bad for everything. Spell Sanctum, again, don't want this. The deployable angle, I mean... I can deployable... We're not going to deployable an Infectory. I know what you're thinking. Why not? You want that card. But again, remember, 4 turns on Titans before enemies even arrive that can be Infectoried, and then 3 turns on Seraph. So with that in mind, I would rather sit with the Steward's Quarters and the +1 space, find an extra person to put on my floor, whether that ends up being an assistant or Truffles, ideally, then great. Then we replace it with Infectory. So with that in mind, the deployable, I think, should benefit from the extra Ember I have. I'm playing 4, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can play a 2 Ember equipment in deployment phase. Which, getting Organ Harvester and then like some health on Enoki would be great. I don't want any of these. Reroll this. Okay, unfortunate. I was really hoping that this would be like, I don't know, trying to think of a good, some like Meat Shield would have been great here, right? I would have purchased Meat Shield, fused it with the Organ Harvester, and then gone from there. As it stands, I think we're just putting it with, I will be merging Potion Kit because it's something. Right? I think this is going to be it. It lets us get some mixing on the floor perpetually. Sure, it'll have to do. We get the Slay Reanimate here. I will make it deployable. Okay. This will help a little bit in keeping her among the living. I'm also going to be playing, I think, mid-floor on Seraph with the Shield Steward up top. I think so. You maybe ask why. The answer is simply baiting Seraph on first turn. Is that ever correct, actually? I don't know. It's tough. It's a tough call. It's a tough call because I don't want Seraph to align with the first wave on middle. I'll think about it. All right, let's look at this here. I'm not buying either of these. Reroll this. Ancient Pyre Tap is getting purchased. Yes, it has been purchased. Now, Volatile Gauge suddenly fixes my draw problem, and I have the Ancient Pyre Tap. Isn't this cracked here, actually? I can always burn cards with Ancient Pyre Tap? It's not ideal, right? 0 to 3 hurts my assistance and everything a lot. But man, drawing 8 cards sounds so nice here. Man, that sounds really good. Is this throwing? The problem. This could ruin my start. Ancient Pyre Tap is the only reason this works, right? I'm thinking about this ruins my deployable phase, right? Because suddenly now I can't play everything. But I think I could potentially play everything. Exclusively thank you to Ancient Pyre Tap. I think this is worth it. I'm clicking it. I clicked it. All right, we have a Volatile Gauge in our run. I'm going to cut a Spear Steward here. I'm going to cut a Spore Touched here, I think. Yeah, I'm going to cut the Spore Touched because it doesn't go away. Spear Steward can go away. All right. All right, that is unbelievable. I will be duping an important and good card. I think I will be duping the Proliferate here. It is, it turns out, a very strong thing to have. There's an argument for duping something like Truffles, have another copy of him on the floor in the run, but I don't think that's correct. I think making our redraws and just generally boosting us is strong. Also, this is resistant to Volatile Gauge. You could argue a lot of different things you want to dupe here. You could be like, well, Dusk, why not dupe another Plague Doctor and put it on your floor? And you know what? You could do that. But we have enough hits. It's more things like consistency that I'm worried about here. This is something that always happens, right? There's not a run goes by where I don't get to the final ring dupe and then I have comments as well as Discord messages asking me, isn't that an unoptimal dupe? And the answer is usually, It depends on what you're looking for, right? I'm going to click this button. We'll go to Seraph now. It really depends on what you want here. Usually what I'm after... Oh my god, Corruption Force, terrifying. Usually what I'm after is consistency. So I want the most important cards that I'm drawing to be, like, available. I want to find good stuff. Things like duping a Proliferate here increase the draw quality of my deck. This is a really important measure that I think it's easy to overlook. You could be like, well, why not take the raw power? The answer is it doesn't matter what the last unit on my floor is. I win this run if an erratic assistant is chilling in the back, right? We're not in any question about that numerically. The real question is, I want to redraw important and good cards that are preventing me from losing on the bad turns. And so that's why things like Proliferate matter. Okay. Alright, first up. Stewart's Quarters. We are playing top floor. Yes. I had to think about it. We are doing that. It is Order Matters, Enoki first, Plague Doctor next, Grael next, Shield Steward middle, Puffball bottom. Enoki gets this upgrade. Okay, Enoki's going to get punched here. We rolled pretty well, right? We did. I get the Pseudoscience. Reanimates online, incredible. Trample goes into Plague Doctor here. We get to proliferate this. Huge. I'm actually going to play the Erratic Assistant here. It's huge because this means I don't take the corruption from this attack. I can... Yeah, Rage is solid. I could have done that first and then proliferated it, but that's okay. We will be Mushroom middle here. I will play the Vengeful Shard. Nothing else matters here. Great. Okay. Thanks, your boy. He's doing well. He's not going to kill everything, which is a bummer. We get Truffles down. Now remember, I am burning stuff with Ancient Pyre Tap, and you cannot stop me. So, fair enough. Truffles can go in front here, actually. That's pretty cool. Erratic Assistant. Great. Play it out. Scissor Hands. Let's go for some buffs. Actually, let's click Truffles first. Hammer? Sure. Great news. I get to proliferate here. So let's put Goliath Infusion on the Plague Doctor. Let's hit Pseudoscience on Plague Doctor here. Lifesteal? Sure. Great. Airdrop the Proliferate on this one, right? Yes. It's good. Can play Resonant Ruin out. And then the real question is, do I want to burn 4 Pyre health for Glow Up? I don't think so. Puffball may not be long for this world. Dang, he's really getting pummeled. Alright. Ugh. Man, this is where Puffball's really showing his weakness here. We're not clearing these curse guys. And it's like, I don't know how you reach... What Puffball variant, like Titan Sentry, like hits, what, I don't know, Dualism doesn't even get this guy, right? Decay 10? No, he just does 30. It doesn't even kill him with Dualism. How do you reach... You need to take pings? Have I even seen a ping in this run? I think not, actually. So, actually kind of wild here. I think you just gotta accept the doom of this Chosen Supplicant unless you have actual pings. I mean, at least we're clearing the Heretic on middle, but dang. It's just wild. I wonder if there's an argument for making another copy of Enoki here. We have Reanimate already on her. I'm gonna have to do that. I don't have to make that decision on this turn. Yeah, I think we just press end turn here. It's a bummer, but it's okay, I suppose. Ugh, 56 corruption. My man is going to get absolutely sent to the Shadow Realm here. So, bummer. Can I, in any world, save Train Steward? Yes. Twisted Assistant. And then Normal Assistant. He lives with 1 health. Puffball. Yeah, my man Puffball goes down here. There's pretty much nothing I can do about it. Okay. It is time for Infectory upstairs. I think it's also an important note. I think it's time for second Enoki here. Right? I want to copy her before we take any additional corruption on the secondary one. We will be clicking Scissor Hands. And I will Pseudoscience. Is there a hit? I mean, Reanimate helps downstairs. Yo, actually, keeps him alive. I will burn 2 Pyre health to save 3. We have Infectory. I don't think it's worth it to burn 2 Pyre health for Erratic Assistant downstairs. My guy's dying anyway. Yeah, no hope. Somehow, Shield Steward lives. Alright, now we have a troop stack that will be taking our corruption. This is actually super important. Right? Mission critical. Goodbye, Puffball. I think you're out. I think you're outies, my guy. Think you're outies. Wish Scrap for Parts told me how many units I had. Okay, first of all, somehow our fungi actually lives here because I think everything else gets murdered, which is great. We can go ahead and, yeah, big scaling time. We take Lifesteal in front, I guess. It does not matter. Keep numbers rolling. Puffball, go. I will scrap for parts on this turn. Because it's cool. We get another Scissor Hands down, which is great. I can then play Puffer Flesh. Maybe it attacks something. It doesn't. It just dies, actually. Incredible work. Great news. I will then play 1 Pyre health for... Wow, Puffer Flesh lives? What's happening? I will not play this potion kit. We're okay. We're doing 1,000 damage to Seraph. I think we have it. The regen is counteracting this, but more importantly, the 2 times Enoki's giving me 2 times on the max health is the big win here. It's the maximum health that's actually beating the corruption. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to spend a lot of Pyre health here, and it's going to be fine. I'm going to fish for Reanimate on Plague Doctor. Okay, it spikes, you know, fair enough. Fair enough. Here's Double-Edged Arms, great. We will proliferate here. This boosts max hit points. Huge, right? I will then play Curse, 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 right? 2 for 3, it's worth. Is this extra mushy room worth? We double mushy rooms here. I think this is probably worth it. It neuters Seraph, which I think is relevant. Yeah, alright, fair enough. We let it ride. We take the 1 here. I should have clicked Truffles. That's okay. Should have clicked Truffles. It's fine. Alright, you come upstairs. We hate to see it. Gross. Good rolls on these Discordant Holes. Being free. Wonderful news. Alright, click Truffles. What did I roll? Void Armament? You know what? Fair enough, man. Fair enough. I think we do continue to click Spiky Skin on things. Buff these numbers. I'd love to play every card in my hand. The question is just really should I? And that's a reasonable discussion, I think. That's a reasonable play, I think. We just let this sit. I mean, I don't think there's a reason to click this, right? I think we win this combat. There's no reason to take more Pyre health here. We're clearing absolutely everything. We gain a truckload of maximum health, which is huge. And then, unfortunately, I think we're just going to be taking curse after curse after curse here. And it's going to have to be okay. It just is, I think. Sure. I will play the Discordant Toll, and then I will spend 1 on Proliferate. I think that's well worth it. This is just, we're beefing our maximum hit points up, and I think that's good news. Yeah, the rest of this is we're just going to get pummeled by curses and hope we roll pretty decently. That's pretty much all I can say. We just gotta hope for the best. Yikes, terrible news. I'm going to pay the 3 and the 1. I mean, it is saving me Pyre health, but I am eating dirt. I do not need to click this proliferate. I think we have it. Numerically, I think we have it. We've eaten damage here that I'm unhappy about, but there's really not much I can do. It's all curses all the time, and I'm rolling poorly enough on... Yeah, here's some good ones, right? Truffles, let's go. I don't think I have the Ember to play your cards, Truffles. I think we're just... I can click Minds of Their Own. That's fun. Let's click the button. Incredible news. We love to see it, right? I'm not going to click anything else. I don't want to take more Pyre damage. We're going to need it for Titans. And I think this man doesn't stand any chance, right? Yeah, we just go Discordant Toll, and then I get to actually freely click triple proliferates here. And our enemy is actually not even attacking us. We have it. Great. Turns out the quick Plague Doctor does a bazillion D damage, and the double Enokis, it's still rolling buffs on my floor here. So, take 17 on the combat. Fight the Titans, let's do it. It's fine. I think 92 health is enough, and I think we're going to see quickly that, like, Proto Heartcage just having a rock-solid health and attack stat is, as it turns out, really useful. So I'm very pleased about this. We will continue to do our best. I will burn Ancient Pyre tap value when I need to. It is mission critical. Enoki first. Plague Doctor. Grael. Puffball. Shield Steward. I am putting the 1 health down on the Enoki. I mean, I wouldn't have taken Volatile Gauge without Pyre tap here, just to be clear. Not a chance. Not an absolute chance in heck. I'm going to face tank with an Erratic Assistant upstairs. Actually huge value. Let's Spore Touch Dominion. I will be clicking Enoki. All right, we hit Sap. This is actually great because I'm going to be putting Sap into Entropy, and then I will be clicking the Proliferate on this floor. Huge value. Minds of Their Own is not worth it. I will protect. I'm going to protect my floor from getting clobbered here. There's another important note is that Dominions resolve, because of the order of operations top to bottom, Dominion resolves for that corruption before anything attacks on my floor. This is a really important note because it means Enoki takes no corruption here. Despite the fact that I'm getting an Erratic Assistant chump blocker, right? It's huge. I can also then do Double-Edged Bear downstairs for the exact same benefit on bottom floor. And then this tanks for Savagery, and sure, I lose some decay, but I'm not worried about killing him, right? We should be okay. Like, this is actually a really good play that we've just done. Oh, he tramples through anyway. It doesn't matter. We're fine. Cool. This is an absolutely cracked turn, I think. Right? Alright, here's the first portion of this combat. I wish to Spear Steward, scrap for parts, see what I hit. Alright, it's an Erratic Assistant. This Erratic Assistant, I think, is living on our floor. I think he's just the one staying here. Alternatively, actually, I think we just keep playing in front until we get a fungi, right? I think we keep playing in front until we get fungi, actually. This provides so much value to my floor overall. And I think we can really get some stuff shot here, right? I think so. Just get stuff shot. We somehow keep Shield Steward alive. That's huge because that's 5 Pyre health we retain. We will begin scaling. I will play the Void Armament on Plague Doctor here. Actually, I might as well just do the double-edged arms on her, right? They're the same cost right now. Sure. Also, I don't think we can afford to be slow here. This is important. So let's Potion Kit. Regen? Sure. Great. I'll take it. We'll take any number we can get. I can't afford to be slow. So things like I'm going to click for Pyrelite. Like, we got to kill the enemy. I need to play the erratic assistant. We do this because even though it tanks one hit here, it's important for the Dominion resolve. And I will finish with a Void Armament in back here. It's just important stuff, right? Great. I'm feeling good about this so far. I have so much trash in my hands, I can't even draw good things. I will, yeah, top floor. Now this is when things get spicy. Pseudoscience in front. Hitting Reanimate is huge. Whoa, man. Hitting Reanimate is so good. Here, I'm going to put more regen up front. I'm going to take the 1 Pyre damage here. We just click on Proliferate, right? This is big. It's big, yeah. Great. And I'm going to continue to scale here. With, the fact that I have Reanimate down is important. Let's put spikes in front now. Actually, I think it's good. I'm going to play all these cards. I think there's no reason not to. We're taking hits. This is the scary wave. I haven't managed to create any little buddies yet, so problem, I guess. Oof, spicy. All right, we need to do our best to keep our floor alive. It's actually unreal that I've missed both Infectories up to here. We're going to be taking a lot of Pyre damage here, and it's just going to have to be okay. We're putting the assistant in front, right? And that's okay. It's taking a lot here, but that's great. Gosh, it's a lot of damage. Curse of Entropy? I don't know about that. Discordant Toll, 3 for 3. I mean, I don't really have a choice here. This is unfortunate. Savagery is going to start pummeling our floor. There's not much I can do to keep Puffball alive. I think he's just dead. If I play this out, we get what? Play the assistant in front here, and then you get what? 20. He tramples. He tramples. It doesn't matter. He's killing him. Okay. Goodbye, Puffball. I don't think there's anything I can do. Unless I roll Reanimate off the top on Pseudoscience, I don't think there's any world we do it. Right? Right. Great. Great. Incredible. So we're just going to start losing Pyre health now, which means I don't think I can afford to not play the Curse of Entropy here. Yeah. Good. I'm going to have to pay 3 for 3 on this Discordant Toll, so I'd rather not redraw it, so goodbye. I need scaling. I need scaling. Man, Pyre health is really important in this combat, isn't it? We're really feeling it here. I think we're poised to crush Dominion, so I'm not going to worry about the Pyre Light here. Top floor, we're blowing up Entropy. I think we do the damage, right? We have the numbers. It's just Pyre health. So I don't think I care about the Trample Stone, because these enemies are flimsy enough that we are killing them, and then their unstable that she's applying is killing everything else, which is essentially a pseudo trample already. We're not at a point where I'm needing to do more. Now, obviously, it adds like 100 or something damage to Entropy, but I don't think I care that much. Okay. Glow Up is a decent play. I think we do Vengeful Shard, sack the assistant. It doesn't change anything. And then I actually think we do keep clicking Pseudoscience. I want to fish for, yeah, like buffs here. It's a really important card to hold on to. Okay. All right. Great. Goodbye, Puffball. Tons of Pyre damage coming in. All right. Truffles lands. I think Truffles is pretty important. This is a disgusting floor. So I'm going to play the Curses of Entropy first before playing Truffles. Then I think Truffles is entering the field. Truffles gives me a quick dagger. Sure, buddy. Yeah, great. Damage is damage. Doesn't really matter to me the order I play these in my opinion. I will Mushy Room here, I think. I think it will help a lot. Man, you can't keep rolling 3 on Pseudoscience here, Volatile Gauge. I think I have to drop it. I can't afford it, yeah. Alright, we will Mushy Room here. I think the sap into Savagery is important. We get the Pyre Light, and then I 2 for 3 here on Discordant Toll. We do not play Pseudoscience. Alright. I need you to live, Enoki. I need you to live. Bottom of the deck, we finally see an Infectory. Mushy Room downstairs. I think we play with the Replicator Ray now. Great. Second Enoki is online. I'm going to push 800 here into Entropy. Good, which reduces him. And I am going to stop 12 Pyre damage here. Or it's actually 9. It's how it works out. I will not play anything else. Grotesque, but acceptable. Okay, great. Yeah, Reanimate doing heavy lifting. All right. A good roll here on the Glow Up angle. I will be playing Glow Up a bunch. We are quick enough that I think I'm not afraid of Chosen Ardent on any of these floors. I think now we stabilize. True. I think this stabilizes. I will trample through now. Great. I will continue propagating here. It's correct to do it. I think, yes. Definitely play the Curse of Entropy here. We definitely want to play the Pyre Light here. I guess I don't need to incant that floor if I don't have to. I do not need Pseudoscience. I have decided. We do not need it. We are coming out ahead here. Okay. Alright. Taking 8. Okay. The next time... Basically, as soon as I kill Dominion and Entropy, I think we're golden here. Which should happen soon. Now it is... We kill Entropy on this turn. Or Dominion. Actually, we win on this turn. We did it. Okay, great. Woof. Mush woof, in fact. Yo, Hef's Hammer, let's go, champ. More scaling. Alright, I'm going to click the Curse of Entropy, just because I don't want to... There's no reason to take this much Pyre damage. Here, we'll click the buttons. Proliferate! Numbers! We've stabilized. Alright, we win. And we get absolutely pummeled in the process, but it's fine. Oof, alright, that's a terrifying combat. We take, what, like 60? It's still rolling. It's still rolling. Yeah, we take 61 Pyre damage. And immediately I'm realizing just how important Pyre health is into this combat. Mission critical, having enough Pyre health. Proto Heart Cage skyrocketed in value. Like, whoa, man. Alright, Lazarus League level up, Faulty Body. We finally unlock this. Very excited. This is a card I've seen from Large Mystery Box. It looks really good. Consume, apply Fragile and spikes 40 to a friendly unit. This is your Reanimate tank bread and butter. I think you double stack this, you remove Consume this, you play like 3 of these, you can get spikes to like 500 and clear waves with this. Spikes archetype unlocked. Yeah. Incredible. Look, Truffles, you did great, man. I'm very impressed. We get some stuff. Cool. I get a crown. Great job. Behold my crown. Wonderful news. Back. Great. Ability applied 16. This is just from... That's funny. I didn't realize this was a record. That's just from playing Potion Kit. Unstable applied record. 14,900. Great. Cool. All right, excellent. And we make some progress on unlocking things. Good news. Go to the run summary here. This was a tough run. I think... Actually, you know what? I'm going to be real with you. I don't think this was tough. I think that that is just what the run looks like. I think that's just what the Titans do to you. The Titans are a race against your Pyre health. And it's like, it's basically asking you the question of how well did you do through the entire rest of the run? Every Pyre, I actually really like that, right? Think about this. It's basically saying, how effectively did you manage your Pyre health? And if you did a bad job on that and you're squeaking by Seraph with like 12 Pyre health, you're just dead. You don't beat the Titans. You do not pass go. You do not collect $200. So this is like a really important element of the run, I think, is how well do you articulate all the other parts so that you have the health at the Titans. Incredible. I actually really like that. So Pyre health matters. I think the pickup on the 11th hour of Ancient Pyre Tap Volatile Gauge was really good. I'll be honest, I think we paid a little more in our Pyre health for this, but the draw was important. Think about on Titans. We bottom decked both copies of our Infectory, which was really important. I was not getting troop stacks. We were stacking and saving our floor through reanimate tanking on Enoki, which was actually, by the way, huge. Huge shout out here to, where is it? Pseudoscience. Really good card. This is just a really good card. I'm a very huge fan of this. I like all three of these buffs that it has. Lifesteal, Reanimate, Spikes. Great. Give me any of these. Now, sometimes you want one more than the other, but you're pretty much happy to put this on your front line no matter what. Especially when I'm able to boost my front line's damage with Grael. Very good combo here. So, and also the random multi-strike on Enoki was, let me be clear, huge, actually, because we're able to buff this using Grael. This has very strong, what is it? Firelight Fade energy where you put multi-strike on pretty much whatever and it wins, right? It's exactly the same. It doesn't matter what's hitting. The Enoki doesn't scale damage. It's Grael that's doing it. Really good. The Historian play on the mid-game, switching out the Suture, I think, for the Purified Soul Shard was a big help. Especially mattered for the Volatile Gauge. The Cortical Connector giving me regen 1 was adding enough that I was saving some reanimate stacks in the end. And I think Proliferate, it turns out, is really good. I'm a huge fan of this card. It basically says, do the thing that Underlegion wants you to do a lot. And that's great. The fact that it propagates enemies and friendlies, huge. This is just like a really cool run. Also, got to give a huge shout out to Wanderer's Talisman, did really great. Again, I think Puffball did a little worse than I'd like, but I think part of it is I don't think Puffball can solo answer it. I don't know any backline answer that's clearing a 35 health guy. It's like Inferno Room and Silence Room. That's it? Unless you have like a really good random ping. Even Luna runs, you're not going to have that kind of conduit support on your random floors. You'll have it on your main floor, right? So you can blow them up on your main floor, but then you're sitting with curses. So maybe you have to play lower in those cases. I don't know. I think there's a world I could have gotten away with playing middle on Seraph, right? We ended up taking, where is it? 17? Could I have lowered that number? Maybe. Probably. Right? Probably. I think we might have been able to do a little bit better on Seraph if I'd played middle there. We certainly could have, but it's interesting to think about. It's interesting to think about. I don't think we could have done better on the Titans. I think we were delayed as is. I think playing top was correct on that one. So I don't know. There's also the argument maybe I should have made a second puffball, right? Thinking about the Titans, second puffball could have delayed a little bit better than the random train steward. Would have also helped into, what is it, Seraph. So also a consideration. A lot of very interesting thoughts here that I'm thinking about. I think in hindsight, I'm happy with the Proliferate dupe on 8, but I think seeing how the Titans went, in hindsight, I might have made a second puffball. I think so. I don't know how much longer that would have lasted, though. Like, being clear, puffball was dead on turn 2 of getting hit by Savagery. I think second puffball would have died. I actually think this would have been wrong. No, I changed my mind. I actually don't think second puffball would have been correct. Crazy. This thing is so durable, and that floor just completely demolishes it. Savagery hits like a truck. Fair enough. Anyway, that's great. Let's go back. Let's see if there's any cool lore. Where is it? Back to Outpost. We get some cool lore. Tipsy Imp, great. Orichi, finally some time away from his creations. All right, he's having a good time at the bar. Great. He has no time to himself. We get to see Pyre Blooded. This guy's pretty cool, actually. He's one space unit. I'm a big fan of that. Your test subjects are actually surviving? His rarely make it past the first experiment. Do you not see something special that you have? What, bothersome creations? Constant nuisances? No, a loyal workforce. Alright, yeah, that's fair. Appreciate what you have. Take advantage of it. Why don't you have one of them make us a drink? Hugo! Who's Hugo? Hugo's this guy. Alright, cool. That's a twisted assistant. Get me a slime ball on the rocks and make my friend over here a pyreball gin as well. Right away, master. Incredible. He was practically stumbling over himself just to get your nod of approval. You won't ever have to lift a finger. You might be onto something. We have a problem. There are a lot of patients at the clinic right now. They're all waiting for treatment. And a few are asking about dental issues. I guess they think we do it all here. Why don't you two run my clinic for me? I've taught you two well, haven't I? Bring the other assistants with you two, in fact. Take them all off my hands. I mean, if you say so, I've always wanted to run my own practice. Yep, alright, this will go great. I can't believe that worked. Now I can finally go on vacation. Great, now 1 million people are going to die. Incredible. Alright, that's all I've got for you. We make it through the lore elements of this. Let's go. Another win on the Titans. Feeling good about it. And yeah, let's get back to it. So hey, thanks a lot for watching this. I really appreciate your time. As always, you can give the video a like if you want. You can subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. And stay tuned for what's next. Take care, folks.